tempting. We do have a little ice, don't we? He canceled his whole tour.
Maybe schedule it till next year.
Yeah. Right. But, you know, like people say, oh, when's Montana get lucky? Everything. So, yeah. Don't lose those tickets, Tootie. We have tickets. Hell, I'll be retired by the time he does his concert. I'll have a lot of free time by the time Kenny just. That's why I haven't said the S word or the F word. Whoops. Hello. Hey, ladies. I'm going to class it up today with a toothpick. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Welcome. I'll answer your question, Roland. You'll get an answer to your question. Oh, I'm nervous tonight. Nah, I'm joking. Oh, from Germany. Oh, yeah, there's Tootie. And Galen McConnell from Harlem. No, Galen always says hi to Tootie. You notice that? Yeah. You got me. Marcus, yep. Marcus is here to answer all the dumb questions for me. Flint, will we see you in Sioux Falls? Yes, you will. I think it's 3 days, though. 8th, 9th, and 10th. If not, I'll be there a day early. Right? Paul, Flint! It's Paul from Butte. Always yelling. Don't yell, Paul. Hey, I've been told you used to fight bulls with my coworker. Well, probably not fight bulls, but maybe clown rodeos. Tell me who your coworker is, and that doesn't. Yeah. Hey. Bitterroot Valley. What did Tony cook tonight? Lana wants to know. French dips tonight, Lana. Ooh, yeah. Coffee pot full of the au jus. Colby, first cowboy hat today. Nice. Good one. Hello from the neighborhood near you. Jeff Krogstad's on. Cool, from Bozeman. Nice, Jeff. Good to see you. Good photographer. Jeff takes great pictures. Yeah. And his little boy's name is Jesse, and his wife's name's Neil. And Jesse's cute. Jeff keeps us updated. Ash Wilhart. Good to see you, Ash. Cool. I better get rid of I feel like an alcoholic in here, since no one else would have a drink with me. Oh, Jason Jimison, hanging out in East Glendive. Not to be confused with West Glendive. Yes, of course. From Calgary. I'm glad I'm coming to miss you in OKC. We're coming to OKC. We're coming to Oklahoma City in April next month. Oh, Jimison, softball season. Oh, that's good. Sarah Hoyer Fisher's drinking wine. What do you got? Breaking news? What do you? Oh, I'm sorry. He was whispering, wasn't he?
Yes.
What do you got? Oh, that's your new Foglet. That is cool. What is that called? A Surface Duo. Our friend Bo has a Surface Duo that opens up. A Surface Duo. That could be dirty. Hey, you want to get in a Surface Duo or no? Oh, welcome everybody. Nebraska here. Got some. See, Instagram. I can advertise or not, and it's all the same. It's oh, spring breaking at Fairmont, soaking up the sun at Fairmont. That is not real. You're not. They're not allowed to soak. It did. Wait, Fairmont, Montana. Oh, that's funny. Oh, nice job going live from the locker room the other day. Those are fun. We've decided those are kind of fun. Everybody likes the ability to see where maybe you're not allowed to go. So anyway, we like doing the Facebook Live stuff from whether it's the locker room. Maybe I'll get one out. I thought maybe like a pre-show production run through or something where we talk about the run of show. I'll keep doing some of those. Jim Wilson kicks it right off with the what do I think of Pendleton going to the Extreme Bowls. Well, that's really great news for me. I'll come back to that. I'll wait till everybody's here to address that. Anyway, hi from Illinois, not Chicago. Wish you. What is something that you love to talk about all day that's not related to the PBR? Do I got to talk all day? Is that a rule? I probably can't tell you the things I have to deal with all day. So, I don't know. I'm like any other normal person, but if I have meetings about work and PBR, then I talk about PBR, but it isn't like I sit around and go, hey, who wants to talk about bull riding? However, when I walked in today here on the set of According to Flint and According to Flint Live, we did the guys, Logan not so much because Logan doesn't say much. Dave was, I don't know, but Bo, what'd we say? What a great bull riding in Kansas City. That championship round in Kansas City this past weekend was as good as you'll see. And I've always said, I've seen all the rides on TV as well. I've said it forever. The biggest thing when somebody goes to an NFL football game and stands close on the sidelines or in the bleachers is, I can't believe how big and fast they are. It doesn't translate to TV. Our sport is no different. And if you're ground level with a bull like Chiseled or Whoopah, who Boudreaux Campbell was 95.5 points on, you have no idea the speed, the size of what you're seeing there. And it was amazing. So congratulations to our man Boudreaux Campbell. He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that is good for business. You know, that makes sense. We have guys that are good for business. Jose Vitor Leme is good for business. Joao Ricardo Vieda. Cooper Davis is good for business. Jess Lockwood's good for business. And by that, it doesn't matter if I say that. I'm not a judge. I can't favor anybody, nothing like that, but they're good with media. They have a good look. The fans they're endearing to the fans. And so, that Boudreaux Campbell is one of those guys. When people get to know him in the PBR, we've known him from being at the NFR in rodeo for a long time. So good for Boudreaux Campbell with the big win. So, by the way, I saw somebody mention it. Cheryl kept me company today about 4 hours, kept catching up on a few podcasts. We'll come back to that. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. The shirt of the day, Coach, and I forgot to write his name down, dropped it off to me. Billings, we're going Billings today. Billings Senior High, the Bronx. I wasn't a wrestler. But what a great, thank you for it's kind of the short sleeve. Now you might think it's a hoodie, but here's the deal. So, Clifford, I don't color my hair. God, did you call him and tell him to come on today? Jeez. Yeah, I intentionally put gray right here. Yeah. But anyway, so the coaches coaching wrestling had to wear masks this year. So they ordered the shirts and put the little ear loops. But yeah, there I go. I'm a female walking down the streets of Afghanistan. Sorry, that's not racist. It's just, what do you think? That's a good idea. So, good idea. And I'm sure that the coaches in the wrestling team never did this. Hey, throw a half on it. That's the new college basketball thing. The coaches have to wear masks on the sidelines until they go, hey, come here. Listen, man. It's awesome. Oh, and go to your seat with your little cubby hole and sit away from everybody and see you in the showers. Okay. TKY, is the Brazilian that didn't want to win good for business? Anybody catch that? I'll say who it is. It was Denner Barbosa, who I really like. He's a good guy. Funny. Denner Barbosa, bull hips himself bad and he gets a re-ride in the short round. The best he could do is fifth. Nah. I don't know if he is tired or scared or both. No. Bad for business. Deport him. I don't know. I don't know why you do the sport. He chose. It wasn't like he was 78 points and turned down a re-ride. He just didn't. He took a zero. And says, so I don't know. Maybe Denner's watching and can tell. No, he's probably not. He does not want to win, and that's exactly what I said was. Hey, Scott Grover, tuning in from the hospital. Are we in labor, Scott? Scott, circle back. I think Scott's in labor. Well, Becky is. Let us know, Scott. Oh, great. Now I'm nervous. Anyway, no. No, I will say, I said it in the arena. Apparently, fifth is good enough. I mean, that's fact. Apparently, he thought fifth place was good enough because that's the best he could do. That's not opinion. Fifth was good enough for him. I just can't imagine being on this tour having a zero, because if he takes the re-ride and gets a zero, gets bucked off again, he's right where he was. But why not give yourself an opportunity to finish in that top? And he did not do. He did not do that. So, by the way, a lot of you talking to me about dates. Oklahoma City, go to pbr.com. Up in the corner, it says schedule, and go to event schedule, and it'll show you. We're in Oklahoma City the middle of next month. Springfield, Missouri, I have no idea what's going on with Springfield next fall. I really don't. Oh, wait, they had the baby today? They had the baby today. Baby watch. Okay. We're getting conflicting stories here. Okay, we'll get reporters. Scott, somebody give us induced tonight. Okay, they did. So listen, you can't give false. You can't give false. Marcus said Denner might have had a reason. Yeah, he didn't want to win first. That was his reason. Okay, so whoever said Scott had the baby already. No. Becky, no. Let's get Becky on the line. Scott, put Becky on the line. Yeah, let's get some FaceTime going here. Oh, okay. Somebody's asking me questions on Instagram, and I'm missing. Junior Patrick Souza, Katie Mesa. Is Junior your wife? I've seen you. Good, nice people. They're great guys. Oh, let's see. Good ones today. Good ones. Sierra Yazzie. It was good to see. Happy birthday to your young son, by the way. Scott could be in labor. Sometimes Mexican food probably makes him feel like he's in labor. I don't know. Also, I will say, who's your favorite to win the championship this year? Now I like that question. Good job. Based on what you have seen so far. I like that. I like how you put that because, some people say, who do you think is going to win? Well, that's based on what we have seen so far. That's funny because I was thinking about that today. I think solid, consistent, dominate Bulls very consistently wise. How do you not just automatically go with not the upset and just go Jose Vitor Leme. I don't know. I just, yeah. You got Jose and Cooper Davis. Boudreaux looked in that league the other day. Kaique Pacheco, watch out. Watch out for him. He's just solid. So, but yeah, Jose, I mean, he's got to be a favorite from what I've seen so far if he can stay healthy. He's been through a couple things. By the way, this weekend, some of you asking, Louisville this weekend. What do you got, Dave? You got any breaking news there or what? Oh,
Going in the emergency.
okay. David Allen is in labor. He's walking out of the room, apparently. Oh, by the way, if somebody just said Springfield has always seemed like a big show, why would they cancel it? Who's they? Listen, there's a lot of hands in the cookie jar in Springfield, so nobody said they canceled it. I just don't know what's going on. So don't, see, that's how things instantly somebody says, why would they cancel it? Oh, they canceled it. So you can't word things like that. So, Kansas City, a little lower capacity level and allowance than what Glendale, Arizona was. It came out to be like 28%. Man, there's a lot of people texting me right now. I'm on the air. Kidney stones are like labor. Yeah. 28% in Kansas City. And I always get kind of crap that I'm whining and I'm not. I'm tired of 30%. I can say that. I make a living in front of crowds. So it's okay. It's okay for me to say I'm tired of 30%. I'm looking forward to Sioux Falls, where we'll have all the tickets we can sell. So, that's just the way it is. Let's see. Have you ever been to the Calgary Stampede, and are you planning on coming back when COVID allows? I was to the Calgary Stampede for about 21 years, as a matter of fact. But last year they made a change and decided that it wasn't anything personal. But I'm not going back to Calgary. Not my decision. But since they told me I was not coming back, was canceled last year and not looking good for this year, which means it just goes to show they can't have it without me. Sorry, everybody. Somebody just asked if I favor any riders. I'm not the judge. It doesn't make a shit to me. You know who we want to win? The guy who's the best on that day. That's who you want to win. Yeah, that's right. You people. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Louisville this weekend. Like I said, go to PBR.com on schedule. Here's the next month and a half or so. Louisville this week, then the weekend off for Easter. We never work on Easter. Sioux Falls, Oklahoma City, Nampa, Idaho. This I didn't see on the schedule, but I think that very last weekend of April, 1st of May, I think Omaha. Have you heard that? Okay. I think. Then Billings and Jacksonville in May. Ooh, how's that for breaking news? Yeah. Do you guys have a pool going for the baby box? No, that's their business. We're grown-ups now. We're all too old for babies. But, so is Scott. Luckily, he has a young wife. No, I don't. Let's see. PBR packed house. Yeah. And somebody, okay. I can't, Jane, I appreciate that. I can't repeat it though. Bo, if you see it, read it. So somebody asked me right out of the gate, there's been about 2 or 3. By the way, JB Mooney, I knew that would come up. Somebody just wrote JB Mooney. He was not there this past weekend. JB Mooney has been entering and being at the big tour based on world champion exemptions. I don't know how many they get. Is it 10? It's a lot. And he just decided he's not hurt. He's not home healing up. He's going to rodeos. He just decided to go get on some bulls and go to rodeos and relax a little bit. And so, no, that was not an injury. Okay, I'll address this because Lindsay brought it up just now too. It was announced. I got the phone call yesterday. Somebody asked me as I came on the air, what do you think of Pendleton PBR switching to the Extreme Bull, PRCA Extreme Bulls? The Pendleton bull riding will now be the PRCA Extreme Bulls Finals. So what that means is after this would have been about 24 years, I'm not going to Pendleton. So if you ask me what I think that the Pendleton Roundup, in dealing with both PBR and PRCA, it was just business, and they did what was dollars and cents wise best for them. They had been talking about doing that, switching to Extreme Bulls. Extreme Bulls is not the PBR, it's the PRCA. So my contract is not PRCA contract. It's everything I do has to be technically a PBR sanctioned event. So I cannot go to Pendleton. And so after the first year I went to the Pendleton Roundup was 1998. The last year I did the rodeo in the big arena was 2005, but I have been back to the PBR ever since. So I have been there. This would have been 24 years-ish, something like that. And so with it being Extreme Bulls, I cannot go. I do not know whoever's doing the rodeo. If Justin Rumford's doing the rodeo, I'm sure he'll do the PBR and do a great job. But I will not be at the Pendleton Roundup. And yes, it is hard sometimes when it was the same way with the Calgary Stampede. I was there 21 years, and it's as easy as a phone call. So that is nothing personal. I told him thanks, and I know I'm always welcome there, and I'll probably go hang out there at some point. But no, so that's no PBR in Pendleton, so I will not be there. That I don't have a thought on it because I don't know what the process was dollars and cents wise, or what the business process was. So I can't give an opinion on it. And I think I mean, I hope it works well for him. I know there'll probably be people wondering where I am. And if anybody sings my Pendleton Roundup song, I'll sue them. So anyway, that's my thoughts. By the way, on here we are, if you noticed, we are kind of polishing things up on these Tuesday Night Live broadcasts. We've just kind of shown up, done Tuesday Night Live. Let's talk about what we want to talk about. And we're not changing that. This is we really like the format we've kind of developed here, where we sit and take questions from you. I feel like I have a connection with the fans. That's why we do it. And I think that's why so many people through the night, 700, 800, 900 people, comment to me, whether it's the dumbest question in the world or something really deep that we use. Did I not just answer when we're going to Oklahoma, or no? See, we like this, but we are going to polish some things up. We have some new people coming on board to help us with this, and that's why we're calling it According to Flint Live. Our man Logan made a kick-ass logo and graphic for it, and we would love to know maybe what you would like to see us maybe talk about, approach a topic maybe we could go even a little deeper into. That would be fun. I like doing that. Still have my podcast, by the way, According to Flint, but email us. It is at flintrasmussen.com. The email would go to info@flintrasmussen.com. So tell us maybe hard to bring a guest in unless somebody's in town, or are we going to be able to bring people in? we might be able to bring people in on this. So whatever, just tell us. Jack Shaw is going into the Pendleton Hall of Fame. That's why he tried to call me the other day. Huh.
He's a good guy.
Oh, he's great. I might actually run up for that. I would go to see Jack Shaw in the Hall of Fame. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate that. Jack Shaw got me there, helped me out. Anyway, according to Flint, let us know what you maybe would want to see. info@flintrasmussen.com. Go to the website. Tell us. Otherwise, we're just starting next month. You might see things look a little better with some graphics and stuff and some sponsors coming in, and we're just trying to make it a little better and make it more enjoyable. So, do you do meet and greets? Actually, I used to do a lot of meet and greets on the concourse selling jerseys, and I go up and sign them. But as of right now, until things are cleared up there's a little virus that's been going around for about a year. We can't do personal, go up in the crowd, do meet and greets, shake hands. That's off limits right now. So nothing going on right now. If you had any other job besides what you are doing now, what would it be? Well, I taught school for a couple of years. That maybe would be what I was doing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's maybe it. I've been doing this so long that's a tough one. Who's your next guest on your podcast? Thank you. Thank you for the segue to reminder. Our podcast that is still posted, and get them all. I now have a list of them all because you showed me. Charmaine James, still the one that's up, and that's a great podcast. People tell me that's a very good one. So catch Charmaine James. Remember, it's according to Flint. Also, just go down on, if you're watching on Facebook, just go down. We posted the connection right to YouTube. Just go on and watch it. Please catch it for your sake, for our sake, for God's sake. But the Charmaine one is great. We will have another one coming out, not this week. Next Thursday. Is that April 1st? I think you told me that. Yes. Thursday, April 1st. I'll just tell you right now. And it is one of our best. We recorded it already. Yeah, Casey Field. Really good. Really good. So, a couple asking good questions. Okay, again, if you want to know the tour schedule, go to pbr.com. Marcus, help me out here. pbr.com. Go to where up in the upper right corner, go to the menu, event schedule, and you can see everything Touring Pros, Velocity Tour. Remember, I go on the Unleash the Beast tour. There's been some questions come up, and somebody on one of my posts asked if I know anything about Global Cup. A lot of our majors, we're not having any of those big $100,000 majors this year. Things just aren't the same this year. We're trying to get through a season. Global Cup is another one of those events, and really, if you think about it, Little Trouble, that's a competition between countries. It's an international thing. Yeah, little tough. Little tough to get guys into the country. I got to choose one rider that I have to back with all my money. They have to ride Asteroid for the full 8. Who does your money go on? Asteroid now? He died, didn't he? So I'd pick anybody to ride Asteroid now. He's not bucking that hard. I shouldn't laugh, but that's fun. Any bull right now, if they had said you have to put all your money on one rider on name a bull, I'd have to pick Jose Vitor Leme. I would. That's it. Oh, God. That was funny, though, because Asteroid, I think, died. Didn't he? Pearl Harbor died. Did Asteroid? Marcus. Oh, you know what, Jane? Jane's right. PBR.com schedule. There, I'll put it there. Thanks, Jane. Let's see. Where can I put it? There. Okay, everybody. PBR.com. Go find the schedule. Anyway. 14, 15. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, guys. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would you move to? Hi, Oli. Oli else. Where would you move to if you could move anywhere in the world? I don't know. I'd have to. Can I be? That would. Do I have unlimited resources? Unlimited resources, because I'd have to work to pay for any. If I picked somewhere, it would be. If I'd pick somewhere, it would be expensive. Because I'm not being like, if I go anywhere in the world, man, Jordan, Montana. No, Ingomar, Montana. What's the ranch called at Lloyd's? Out in the Mezpah. That's where Garrison Allen went. He could go anywhere in the world. He went to the Mezpah, southeast of Miles City. Corpus Christi, end of April, but that's a Velocity tour. I'm not going there. Pearl Harbor died in. I think Asteroid did too. That's what I thought. Thanks. The bull riding is Pendleton is a go. However, thanks for tuning in. I just spent 5 minutes speaking from my heart that it's not a PBR anymore. I do have Jen Ponce. Thank you. Speaking of meet and greets, I don't do meet and greets in person, but on May 13th. So I believe that's Thursday night, right before billing starts. I do have a virtual meet and greet where fans can sign up. Check that out. There's a link. I believe you can go to pbr.com and find out how that works, where people can sign up. A lot of the information you need is right here at pbr.com. I don't understand why Sacramento PBR is so much more expensive than other places. Do you know why? Sure. Starts with a C, ends with a Y. California. I have no. Okay, I don't know anything about tickets, everyone, because I don't know if you know this. I don't have to buy a ticket. So I don't know. I know. It's weird. Most fun bull rider to hang out with outside of the show. They're like 24. I don't hang out with them. I say hi. I'm like their dad. Whatever. I'm getting all kinds of them now. Yeah, it's California. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Asteroid died in 2019. Thank you. So if I had to pick a rider to ride Asteroid now, Logan. Yeah, me. I'll take it. Somebody will be offended. You shouldn't talk about a dead bull like that. I loved Asteroid. He was cool. Yeah, I offended all the dead bulls across the country. All right, let's, there, Jen Ponce, PBR, thank you, Jen. PBR.com/virtual. You can sign up and every fan gets a certain number of minutes. We talk one-on-one and you can ask me anything in a few minutes. And it's a good deal. Jen just threw a link out there in the comments. So I appreciate it, Jen. Good to see you. Did I ever ride bulls though? No. I've seen it on TV. There we go. Freakifornia. That's why. Yeah, I don't have any idea. Flint, yes, I will be in Louisville. Do you notice I talk about the same things in the last 20 minutes as I do in the first half hour? Yes, I'm coming to Louisville. Everybody, from here on out, could everybody get to class on time so I don't have to reteach the quadratic formula? Which, by the way, Dustin Jenkins, do you hate people asking for tickets all the time? Dustin Jenkins, who I know clowns rodeos too, people don't ask me for tickets all the time. A little tip for you as you get along in your career. Just get word out early that you have no power to get tickets and people quit asking. Just say no, because that's kind of the answer. Yeah. Oh, so the Pendleton whiskey sign got dumped behind you. Is that on purpose? Wait. It did. Where'd it go? Hey, you know what? If you want to sign on this show, decorate the mahogany, boys. That's right. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, it's right there. I didn't even notice. But we're getting to that point, man. Yeah, well, because we needed to leave room for where we're in negotiations. We wanted to leave room for the PBR.com or for the schedule behind me. You got to make a schedule, like a menu where you change all the words or the letters. Oh, jeez. That's funny. How do you have your enthusiasm and get chased by the bulls? I get paid for it. Did Asteroid really die? Yeah, he did. He was old. Of natural causes. He was old. Yeah. Oh, man. What do you guys... You're not whispering very well. Let's see. I like some of these. Ross Hill passed away last week, bullfighter. I didn't know Ross very well, honestly. I'd been around him a couple times. He was a fun guy, honest. But I'm not... No, he had an ATV side-by-side accident. So I'm not one that's going to, I don't do a lot of, this guy passed away. I mean, I have a lot of good friends that I know Cody Webster and Ross Hill were very close, and I spent time with Cody on Saturday and had dinner with him and stuff. So, I'm not going to pretend that he and I were great friends. I knew Ross a little bit and all of that. Anybody that we lose in our business, it's sad. So anyway, how do you overcome stage fright? Just a question. I have no idea. Honestly, I've never had stage fright. Not even when I was peeing beside Robert Parrish of the Boston Celtics. Ever tell you about it? That was I used to have always try to take pictures, celebrity airport sightings. I saw Yao Ming in the Denver airport one day. He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I'm in the Houston airport and I'm in a urinal, and who steps up beside me? Robert Parrish, the chief, Boston Celtics, 7-footer. I'm like, I looked down at mine and went, don't look. I might have had stage fright there. What brand hat do you wear? Good question. Resistol. Can you include a 1-minute dance segment in your life? No. Here, let me see. By the way, I may not have a sign, but I am drinking Pendleton 1910. Look at Trevor Douglas. Damn it, people. Asteroid's dead. Okay, this is getting fun now. Is there any champion bull rider you've seen over the years you didn't think was deserving of the title? Like I'd answer that question. Okay, nice job. That's the dumbest question of the day. Harlem Wildcats, you played against my husband. No kidding, Tina. I did. We had some great games against Harlem. One of the hardest I ever got hit in a football game was by Harlem Wildcat. I was a junior, and NFR team roper Shane Schwenke hit me so freaking hard on a kickoff return one time. Oh, did you ever get nervous before an event's kickoff? I make myself get nervous. It provides good energy for me. Anyway, all right. A couple things. Cooper Tire fan of the week. Did you see what it was? Did you? I'm so glad you guys are such crappy fans. Like Logan, he does all this work here and doesn't even read my stuff. Yeah. Listen, follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and then you can also see the PBR schedule at PBR. Oh, remember getting things stolen from your bus at Harlem? Yeah, no, it was from the lot. They cleaned out the locker room during the game. I was a sophomore, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so here it was, the greatest upset of all time, because March Madness is on, college basketball tournament. There's been some big upsets. So I said, sports, not sports, history, whatever, the greatest upset you've ever seen. Now, I didn't know I was going to have to do this, but it's obvious to some that I have to define upset. An upset isn't something that upsets you. So some people gave me some very heartfelt things that upset them. Oh my God, somebody just asked if Asteroid really died. Quit. And then they laughed. What's my take on Sioux Falls being able to sell out? Is there a bad take on that? Oh, I think it's very reckless. Piss on that. No. Great. An upset is when, it's not something that upsets you. It's when somebody that has an impossible chance to win, you think, wins. It's not a comeback. A lot of people said that the New England Patriots against the Atlanta Falcons when they were down. No, that's not an upset because the Patriots were probably supposed to win anyway. So that's not an upset. So let's see. I'll give you a good one. I haven't seen him on here. I did see Lori. I'll tell you a great upset was the time Villanova won the NCAA tournament and they upset teams all the way through and then beat Georgetown. And nobody really had that picked. We were in high school. I think I was a sophomore. My brother Pete knew crap about college basketball, and he gets done with his bracket and had Villanova winning the NCAA tournament, and he won the pool. He had Villanova picked to win. Logan, do you know anything? The greatest upset, sport, whatever you've ever. When Trump won. Okay, see, I'm not including any politics. A lot of people said when Biden won. But no, if you watched the news before, something besides just the news you chose, you know that wasn't really a big upset. If you got stuck on an island and you either give up Pendleton whiskey or Coors, depending what was on the island, which would you give up? That's bad. At this point, I'll give up Coors. We cannot go either. We're in negotiations to give up one or the other on that island. That's funny. Biggest upset. Dave. Oh, somebody just asked who's in the studio with me every week. It's Bo Wagner, Logan Allen, and Brillo himself, David Allen. Dave? Abilene Christian over Texas. App State over Michigan, Casey Ackerman in football. Remember that? Casey, good one.
What about when North Carolina State won
North Carolina State, and they beat Houston in the championship in the pit in Albuquerque. That game was in the pit. Yeah. And Jimmy Valvano ran around looking for somebody to hug. Probably, let's see, great one from my man Eric Knutson from Havre that lives in Vegas. I was announcing a college basketball game in Dillon. I used to announce for the Western Bulldogs, and somebody came down to me during the game, and I did this. I said, Buster Douglas just knocked out Mike Tyson. And I said, shut up. I was announcing when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. That was Happy Gilmore over Shooter McGavin. Yeah. Hughes, CCH Hughes. That was a good one. Boise State over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. Great one. Here's a good one. Calvin Burrell riding Mine That Bird in the Kentucky Derby, a 50-1 underdog. That's a... who did knock out Ali? Could be. That's before our time, Dave. Holly Holm beating Ronda Rousey. Maybe we'll talk to Holly about that at some point. Yeah. An upset is the team sitting at home after Oral Roberts smacked that ass. Yes, say that. Do I have horses? My girls have horses. Coors needs a cooler, but Pendleton is smooth without ice. Lindsay Stern says I should tell 14 Hands Wine that I'm open to a sponsorship. That's a good idea. I just, figured out Pendleton whiskey can go both ways. PBR plus PRCA. I can be their rep. Hello! I can be like Walt Garrison was with Copenhagen Skull. He just went to rodeos all over the country, made a great living, and chewed. There you go. This will be our last one. All right, so let's get back to it. Big upset. Here, you know what? Probably the one that almost won, but so many people said it. Miracle on Ice. 1980, Lake Placid. A bunch of college kids from the U.S. They were all college kids. Beat the mighty machine that was, as somebody put it, amateur in name only. They were military guys weren't they like put in the military to be on the hockey team so that the government could control them? It was the Soviet Union. And the week before the Olympics, the Soviet Union beat them that's accurate on the movie Miracle exhibition in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, and what it did, here's why it was so important. That was something that was in the heart and at the peak of the Cold War and the anti-communist sentiment in the U.S. You look back 1980, the U.S. didn't go to the Summer Olympics. They were in Moscow, or I think. And in what it did in this country was unbelievable at that time in the tiny little village of Lake Placid. And do you believe in miracles? Yes, Al Michaels. But not the all-timer. The winner and the correct answer. The all-time greatest upset comes from my friend, the big boy himself, Shane Joseph from Great Fall. I don't know if he lives in Great Fall. Skip's his dad. You know Skip? Yeah. Shane, the big boy, had a good college football career at Carroll College, by the way, and a good roper. Here's the words of Shane Joseph. The greatest upset in history was 13 little colonies defeating the strongest military power in the world at the time. Our forefathers fought and died to give us the rights and privileges that we have today. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Revolution, upset over the British, the greatest upset win of all time. USA. If you want to read, if you really don't have a grasp on truly what an upset that was and the history of that, well, my favorite book on it is Killing England by Bill O'Reilly. He has all the Killing series. Killing England book by Bill O'Reilly is a can't put down book. Also, there's a book called Valley Forge. Newt Gingrich and a co-author wrote it same way. The picture it paints of that time period, the U.S., the colonies at that time had absolutely no business winning. We shouldn't. I don't know. It was, you know what it was? It was the spirit of the U.S., the spirit of America, and our forefathers, and the desire to really set out to do what they did. And we've lost some of that, but we beat them once. We'll do it again if we have to. That's right. So Shane Joseph, my man, you are my Team Cooper Tire fan of the week. Anyway, hey, check us out. According to Flint, check it out on YouTube. Check out the links right here on my Facebook page. Check out my podcast with Charmaine James. Not a new one coming out this week, but next week it'll be Casey Field. This weekend, Louisville, Kentucky for the Unleash the Beast tour of the PBR. Looking forward to that. Then it's Easter week, but really looking forward. We'll be there. Scott Grover stepping in for Matt West. It'll be Scott Grover and Clint Atkins on the microphone. Brad Narducci on the music this week as Matt West and Richard Jones go to help produce the Road to the Horse in Fort Worth, Texas. But all the best bull riders in the world. It's going to be a great one again. Listen, thanks for the fun tonight and all the great questions. On behalf of Bo Wagner, Logan Allen, and the Godfather himself, David Allen, thanks for joining us, everybody. See you again next time.